Ladies, gents, Stonies, Jeffs. It's your boy Geff back with another episode of GTV. We got a jam-packed show for you tonight, so know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button. Roll up, pull up, show up, baby. Let's go. Up. 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 All right. First up, we have we're gonna go into the Super Bowl, the Eagles versus the Chiefs.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
To the end of the game. I honestly thought it was going to be a little closer. I didn't think it was going to be such a big margin of victory.
Got him! Got him!
That was a real belt-to-ass moment. Complete dismantling of the Kansas City Chiefs, and it was cinema. Not so much that I didn't want them to see a three-peat. It was the fact that people just felt that they were just so invincible, like they just couldn't. Nothing can't happen. And yeah, their record indicated that not that many people beat us, but it was just like, did you really watch? And it's like, you understand why other elements came into play to say, hey, y'all had some help along the way. Jalen Hurts, shout out.
As quarterback that you're going to stick with and say, I'm going to go win a Super Bowl.
Jalen Hurts, I'm just not there yet.
I am not sold.
For me, winning is the only thing that matters. And that's something that I've always said.
After that first drive, I switched to Jalen, and I'm just saying, like, yo, dude is just playing on another level right now.
The big one you was about to $7 million for this. $7 million, let them know then. For 7 M's on the G, cheap ass niggas. I paid $1 million for this. G.
Yeah, Jalen was dealing, and the Chiefs came out with a sole thing of making Jalen beat them. They stopped Saquon.
Saquon Barkley. I swear, Saquon Barkley is the best. We survived the Giants, and now the Eagles got Saquon Barkley. Lord have mercy, man.
So they completely took him out the game, and that's what they wanted to do. So Spagnuolo called a great, defense when it came to stopping Saquon and just having them basically like, no, Saquon's not beating us today. It's going to be Jalen. And that's what Jalen did. So just to quickly go over Jalen Hurts' stats, he was 17 of 22 for 221 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. And that 1 pick, it was almost like a punt, but it wasn't really like a punt, but they kind of did leave some points out there on that drive because that was a field goal opportunity it could have been. But, he did his big one. Threw for plus 200 yards. He had 72 yards on the ground, which is the most in Super Bowl history. And he had a touchdown, the first touchdown of the game. It was absolute cinema. Saquon had 25 for 57 yards, didn't have much of an impact. But for Saquon, that's why I wanted him to win an MVP, just because of how he got treated in New York and how that whole situation played out. We all saw the Hard Knocks film.
The needs that we have in a $12 million, 27-year-old running back. We got to upgrade the offensive line, and you're paying the guy $40 million. It's not to hand the ball off to a $12 million back. This is the year for Daniel.
Cap off a dope season. You didn't get the record, okay, but let's get you this MVP. Let's get this chip. And fortunately, it worked out. Jalen Hurts just was dominant. He had a couple passes to Devontae Smith. Shout out Devontae Smith, Louisiana. A meet. He was 469 for one touchdown. I thought he would have been I wouldn't call it a dark horse, but one of those players that they didn't want talking about a lot. And the dude's a winner. He's a Heisman Trophy winner. And given his size, he's still out there to be able to make plays. AJ Brown, for everything that was. Look, listen. He still got him involved. AJ Brown was 3 for 43 and a touchdown. So, Jahan Dotson, that was just another person nobody really expected nothing from. Saquon did his thing in the receiving game, and Dallas got it. Only had 2 for 27, and the weakness of KC was the tight end that they can, get exposed. So it was a complete domination on the offensive side of the ball and on the defensive side of the ball. They straight stymied the Kansas City offense. Patrick Mahomes, he ended up 21 or 32 for 257. But before them points to make the game look clean, boy was on like 100 yards for a minute.
Coach.
Oh.
Stop.
Oh, you stopped them cold, goddammit.
Xavier Worthy had the awesome game. He was probably the only person that decided to show up for Kansas City. He ended up with 8 catching 157 yards, 2 touchdowns. That was pretty, he had a pretty good game. Travis Kelce looked like it's time.
Oh, you're done.
Yeah.
You're done.
I had a long day. Yeah.
You're done.
I'm what?
You're done.
Yeah.
So, it was just a straight debacle, man. Jalen showed out. He made the passes when he needed to make the pass. The defense for the Eagles they were just on a tear. You had Zach Bond, who played in New Orleans. He led the team in total tackles with 7 total tackles, 3 tolos. Josh Sweat was making his impact on the game. He had 2 TFLs, 2 tackles for losses. Oren Burks had another 5. Yeah, Milton Williams. That whole defensive front line was on ass the whole night. T.J. Gardner-Johnson, he even had 3 tackles. And they defense. Shout out to Cooper DeJean. You know what I'm saying? White boy Coop. You feel me? Hey, my boy's cooking back there. He got that pick 6. I play DB. I play ball. So it's always good to see a DB get him a pick 6, because we know they don't come around too often. Hell, interceptions don't come around too often. So when you do get them, I'm taking it to the crib. You hear me? Shout out to Jamie Trotter Jr. Of course, we know his father is Jamie Trotter. And Jamie Trotter, it's funny enough, full circle, he won the championship with the Eagles. And then years later, boom. It's always a good feel-good moment with your father, and with his son. You get to see everything that he sacrificed to get to this moment, to get to this game, and to have an impact. He had 1 tackle. It was 1 solo tackle, but hey, you got tackled in the Super Bowl. You played in the Super Bowl, and then you're a Super Bowl champion now. So that was an exciting game. It was good to see Kansas City go down, and just because, like I said, people just think they were invincible. I watched, on YouTube highlights of First Things First, and Nick Wright is an avid spokesperson for the Chiefs. He's from Kansas. He's from He's from there, so his alliance, we understand. But the way that he talks about the Chiefs is just like, oh, these games are just practice.
The Chiefs' final practice of the year.
You got to go hard.
And here, I told this to Greg yesterday, and we can show you Mahomes' numbers in this round. It's very simple. LeVar Ball style, never lost. Never turn the ball over. Just crush.
What? Like, come on, man. That's clearly not giving respect to the other teams. Clearly not giving respect, because that's what the Eagles came out and said. They said that it was all the street Pete talk, and it was basically like a slap in the face. It's just no respect. You know, like this is the same team that y'all played in the last one, minus a few pieces here and there. But this is damn near the exact team, that y'all played just 2 years ago. And for y'all for not even getting respect, cool, I understand history, but give respect to the opponent. Like, hey, we are chasing history, but we do know that we are up against a tall task playing against Philadelphia. You know, we've seen them before. It was pretty close playing the first time. You know, depending on how the ball goes, either way, you know, we could easily have lost it the way we did win it. So I just feel like on that aspect of respect for your opponent is just, you know, you need that, you know. So they use that as motivation. Use it as fuel, and I don't blame them. Don't blame them at all. So it was great to see. It was in my hometown, New Orleans. It was great to see people being excited, having fun, and it was to see a green. It's just something about that red. It just wouldn't look good in the city. The only thing we like red in the city is
4 to 5 minutes, not 45. We're gonna go 4 to 5 minutes max. Look at that. That's what you want right there. We back to a rolling ball now. I like mine 4 to 5 minutes so they can have fillability. Man, look at all that flavor in that pot right there. Look at the potato. I know you see the seasoning on that thing.
Wouldn't look good with that red. Nah, we at least prefer that green. If anybody was going to win, we much rather and party in our city. It's a party in my city, yeah.
It's a parade inside my city, yeah. Ass shaking, giving emo county product of the feed. Flag green the cut.
Philadelphia, I was just kind of watching like some of the clips, and I'm just saying like, man, they like a version of New Orleans. Like,
y'all, New Orleans and Philly is really like cousins. Like New Orleans, we love Philly. Like, we so happy like Philly came to the Super Bowl, and we really happy that they won. Like I said, something about like Philly, New Orleans.
And which is cool, but maybe not so cool, because it's like, all right, hold up. This is our city. But we feel you. You're excited, and y'all real passionate, just like we passionate about the Saints. So certainly understand. So it was great to see. It was great to see the people from Philadelphia who come to New Orleans and have a great time.
Yes, we're on TV. Do you know what time it is, seriously?
It's 5 o'clock in the morning here.
Yes, it is.
Thank you, ladies. They're from Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Brooklyn
New York.
in the house. Very nice. Did y'all have a good night?
Yes, we did. It was awesome.
It looks like it.
I got a lot of beads, and I got a grenade. Is this called a grenade?
Yes.
Yes. What exactly is in it again?
We don't know.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Well, every time somebody said "Go Birds," I ate a beignet.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, seriously. Thank you, ladies.
And Austin, man, you know, I just think it was just a great time for my city. It's a lot that they was going through since the white truck, the attack on the Bourbon Street, and the people that lost their lives. Condolences to their families, hoping they're doing good. But, it was just good to have something good and positive to spread over the city. It was good magic. That's the type of magic that, we like to have. Not like Kelsey. We gotta address this shit.
Crawfish and
Jambalaya, yeah.
I'm just out on.
Are you just not a seafood guy, or?
I like seafood. I just don't like it in a soup, a brown soup.
Okay. So, Mr. Kelsey, Travis Kelsey, Hall of Fame tight end. That was disrespectful. Very disrespectful.
The thing about disrespect is that it doesn't happen on accident. Like, it was a lot of thought that went into the disrespect. It was a lot of planning that went into the disrespect. It was
like, what if they called like Philly cheesesteak like the stuff with the bread with the stuff on it or something? Like, I feel like that was a major.
What is the 5 fingers say to the face? What? Slap!
That was a major slap to the city of New Orleans and all its kids. 'Cause that's not something you do, sir. We gonna need you to put a little bit of respect on Gumbo.
When my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. I'll drill y'all. Stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Tell him.
Off. It is a rule. ROUX. Rule. So when I heard that, I was like, I know he didn't just say what I think he just said. And I told my partner, and he was like, what you mean? He called it brown soup. I'm like, yeah, he called it brown soup. Like Gumbo, he called it brown soup, son. Like, he did that.
I didn't know what to say, so I just kept repeating what he said. I said, so you telling me it's a dick on the phone? He said it's a dick on the phone. I said, so right now if I look in the phone, there's gonna be a dick in it. I said, well, what you gonna do?
And he was just like, you know how long it took for do you know how long it took for my mama to know how to? I'm like, I understand. See, that's what people don't understand about cooking and just being from not only New Orleans, but being from Louisiana. The recipes that we have, the foods that we come up eating, that's something you could write in a book, but you can't really just recreate that. When it comes to foods like that, that comes from a select person in your family.
Yeah.
Like, Gumbo for me is like, it was my mama deal. She's no longer with us. Her Gumbo, because that's how I first got into the Gumbo. It was my grandma, because that was next on my mama's side. My auntie on my daddy's side. My mama. Them 4 people that I truly only eat Gumbo from. Like, ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's none of that. No. You can ask anybody from New Orleans, from Louisiana, about certain foods and they family, you know, especially Gumbo, and they gonna tell you, oh no, if it ain't such and such, I'm not touching it. If it ain't this, I'm not touching it. That's just how it is, because that's how special that dish is to New Orleans, the city of New Orleans. It's like a West African dish. I read. But yeah, sir, that was just disrespectful. That was highly disrespectful, and I was just like, it was shocking. It just shocked me, because I'm like, he did not just disrespect Gumbo like that by calling that shit no goddamn soup, brown soup, and just sit there and be like, and like, oh, like, yeah, I like seafood, but that's not the brown soup. And everybody like our seafood, but the gumbo is really what people really come there for. The seafood and the gumbo, the seafood and seafood gumbo, and of course the beignets. And you gonna get your hand grenade, go to your Bourbon Street, have your good time. But when it comes to food, that's what people want. That's what the people want. So, I had to address that because I feel like that's why he lost right there. See, making statements like that cost you a championship. You don't come to New Orleans, the city of magic. You don't say nothing like that. You disrespecting the present people of New Orleans and all his ancestors. And the people how we even got the foundation for that rule. That's why my tagline for Geff will stay rooted. Because that's your foundation. That rule. That's your foundation. If you don't have that rule right, you don't have good gumbo. That's just how it is. Because a person can tell how good somebody's gumbo is just by the roux. They ain't gotta taste it for real. They could look at it and be like, some people, depending on where you grow up in Louisiana, some roux is darker than others. Some roux is lighter than others. I'm a person, I like that nice new brown, like brown color, but it's juicy. Like you can, you see the sausage, the crab, you see the bologna. You know what I'm saying? If you throw some chicken in there, you throw that in there. People might throw some gizzards up in there. I like to see all that. Juice is nice and juicy. It's not thick because some people like to make that thick kind of gumbo. I don't really like that, especially like okra gumbo and stuff like that. I'm good on that. I don't need that. I don't need that sound like no mac and cheese. No, I need something. Ooh, yeah, that's good right there.
That you never.
Oh boy! That stuff is. Yes. But yeah, that's what the root in my tagline of staying rooted means. Your foundation. If it's not good, just don't have it. So, of course, foundation with a plant, with a seed. Of course, you gotta have some good soil to really have a good plant, a good growth. You need to have some good soil and all its nutrients, the sunlight it gets, the environment, everything that goes into growing a plant has to start with a good foundation. So I just had to address that, and I don't feel like that was the sole reason why they lost, but that's a good one. I'm gonna put that in the reasons they lost. Talking about calling gumbo brown soup. So I'm pretty sure he's regretting that. I know he's complete retirement. But he could think about that too while he going through that. And maybe he changed his tune. I mean, it's too late, he can't change the result, but he could just come out and say, I'm sorry, I called gumbo brown soup. Didn't mean to disrespect anyone. I love the people of New Orleans, the city of New Orleans, Louisiana. It was home. They made it real good for us. They fed us well. My apologies. We'll be good. But yeah, brother Travis Kelce, don't come out. Don't do that again, please. Next, I want to get to my alma mater again, SU. They of course set the stage on fire. They were at Southern University. Human Jukebox Band performed at Nightcap. They performed with them. Then of course they performed the pregame for Super Bowl. So, Southern be doing their thing, man. Like, that's one thing about my HBCU, man. Like, I love it. Like, it has so much culture to it. Like, you can go there, and you be like, oh yeah, this is a HBCU. Yeah, I could tell. This is a HBCU. I could definitely tell. Look at walls, yeah. Oh yeah. I thought Popeyes was in the Union.
What's all that movement back there? What's all that movement back there? There's a whole lot of clapping.
But yeah, I love my Southern. I love my Jags, man. I love it. Being a part of that, I guess you could say, I call them a generation part of that. My grandparents, of course, that's where they met in Suno, Southern New Orleans. Then my cousins, Kojak, shout out Voodoo Conspiracy. That's his clothing brand. He played there, played football, won championships. I had another cousin that played that as well. My uncle, he went there at SU in Southern Baton Rouge. He played the band. And I went there, and I graduated. So, safe to say that, it was in my blood to end up there. I had a kind of unique situation. I was at a community college, and then once I finished up there, just went through the rest of my years at Southern and graduated in 2017 from there. So I love it. Every HBCU has their own thing with their school. I haven't been to too many other ones outside like Jackson State, but just for Southern, I wish more could happen with Southern as far as giving this campus a facelift, because it definitely could use it. Opposed to just putting new restaurants, Chick-fil-A or Popeyes, all what I'm saying, up in a union like that. That's not really doing anything. That's not enticing anyone to come here and want to spend their dollars to come to an institution like this. It's good that we have the band as representation outside of the school for that. The football program is doing okay. So we want to continue to try to grow that. We know that not everybody's going to be able to get Shador or Travis Hunter, but if we could build a program that shows that, hey, if you want to come here, and we know the whole NIL thing, and we know these kids is not going to stay for all this long, so you can give somebody a few dollars to come here for a year or two, and then he'll go on somewhere else. Then hey, let's do it. But Southern is a very it's the elder statements of HBCUs. I think it deserves a lot more eyeballs on it. It deserves a definite, facelift. There's been some things that happened in the past with appropriating the funds and, dean and student. Like, it's a lot of things that, it's happened on that campus, but we just want to make sure that, we're doing right by it, as, we go further, as alum, and the further I move on in my tenure in my life, I would like to do more for Southern as well. So I'm proud HBCU, and I want to do my share in getting back and being part of the solution going forward. But do shout out to Southern University Human Jukebox. Can't be duplicated. You can try to copy, you can copy and replicate, do whatever you need to do, but it's not like that jukebox. Man, the baddest band in the land. They march parades. They perform for presidents. Yeah, Southern Jaguars, Human Jukebox. If you ain't know, now you know. Now, say Drake. The halftime show. Oh my God. That was crazy. That was crazy. The whole production of it. That was nice. He put on, he did that to say that these artists don't get paid from the Super Bowl. It's more just you're just providing entertainment at the party. But so they don't always have to go like all out, for things like that. But some choose to. And I'm glad that Kendrick chose to go all out.
Pickable. I just put the buggers in my chain. Pickable. 80 pointers like a Kobe game.
I know it's been a lot of back and forth. I wouldn't even call it no controversy, but just a lot of back and forth about what it meant and it wasn't good because of this and Wayne could have did better. First of all, let me address this. I'm from New Orleans. Came up, I'm from the Ninth Ward, from the east side. I went to Mildred Osborne for elementary school. I went to Tiny Tots for nursery. I went to St. Francis Gregory in St. Bernard for high school. Then Katrina happened. So, let me just say this. Wayne's my favorite rapper, like all time. He's my favorite rapper. He was one of the first rappers I heard kind of growing up that kind of introduced me into my own era of listening to music, if that makes sense. Because my dad played Tupac, Scarface, Hot Boys, Cash Money, all that. I was listening to a myriad of things. But Wayne is my favorite. The Block is Hot. It's the first video I ever watched. Baller Blocking. That one of my favorite hood classics.
No. You said no? I know he ain't say no.
My first email, iceberryshorty@yahoo.com. Iceberry Shorty, that's what Lil Wayne was, and Baller Blocking. That's his character. So, that's my guy. I bought 3 copies of the Carter 3. 3. After Katrina, the Carter 2 is where I used to go to sleep to. So, yes. But let me be the first to tell you, he was not going to give a show like that. He was not going to give one like that. I don't think it's a wild take. I don't think it's a hot take. I think it's a take that nobody wants to hear because they still of this euphoria of Wayne performing in New Orleans, which I understand, which I get. But from what we saw, from what I've gathered, I'm taking that. I appreciate that. That was a dope halftime show. Symbolism, art, artistry, all artists. Not the same way Wayne is not an artist, but I ain't got time for don't stop, Bobby, don't stop. 6 foot, 7 foot, dope song. One of the greatest songs of all time. But no. He doesn't have the catalog to have that imagery of the storytelling of the community. He doesn't have, in my opinion, the pulse of the community. I'm not saying he's not active within the community. It's just you can listen to his music and you can see that it's not really tailored to let me tell the masses why they got us fucked up, or let me tell the masses what we not. He has music that it's like dang, he put that shit together like that, man. This shit went crazy. I ain't never heard nobody rap like that. He said what? Hey man, y'all heard what he said? And it's not like, dang, you heard what he said? Let me rewind that type of deal, you know? And it's like, people get upset when you have that type of take about him because they like, oh, and I think it's more just for like, just hate, quote unquote, for Kendrick. And it's like, why? He did nothing but put us on. Did he not? I was having a discussion with a good friend on Facebook, and you know, he had some, you know, questions about the things, and ended up basically just like asking about like who made Kendrick the the leader of all of the community to talk for us, so to speak. And in my mind, I'm like, well, hasn't he earned that right? That was my response. It was a little bit longer than that, but it was just more like, has he not earned that right? Has he not always been one to step in front of something? To not be afraid to shine light on not only our downfalls, but our achievements as well as a community? As himself as an individual, has he not? You know, even from Damn, How to Pimp a Butterfly, Section 80, Good Kid, Mad City, Mr. Morale, like, I don't get it. What we missing is disconnect at. Where is the disconnect? Because all I ever heard about this man is putting stuff forward, pushing the culture forward. Ain't nobody calling himself no King Kunta. But you could probably ask some people of some age, and they'll probably even tell you where Kunta even come from.
I run the game, got the whole world talking King Kunta. Everybody wanna cut the legs off King Kunta. Black man taking no losses. Oh yeah.
You feel me? So I don't understand that part about it, you know. But again, I think he put on the fabulous show. I think the imagery in it, and the things that he put in it left so many people doing exactly this, talking about it. For Wayne, it was gonna be about home and like, oh yeah, see, yeah, but see, there's gonna be hate on Kendrick. Yeah, see, Kendrick wasn't gonna be able to do this. He wasn't gonna be able to do that. He wasn't gonna be able to put on no show like this. This how you put on the show. This how you put on the halftime show. Come on, man. We gotta stop all that. Kendrick, you know, showed that our culture is what it is. It is our culture, and everybody wants to. They want a piece of that. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta do our due diligence of holding that. And he was just letting people know, no, this y'all not like us. That's not just an anthem. That's a statement. Because y'all not. Y'all want everything. You want it, but you can't have it. Cause it's not in you. It's not on you. We it 24/7. We it 24/7. We black. We don't need no month to validate us. We don't need no Juneteenth to validate us. We don't need no validation of what we see when we walk in every day. We walk in the shade every day. And it get hot. But we do it. Because our people are used to it. But our people are also used to uprising. Pushing forward. Getting it out of the mud. Whatever you want to call it. We always are a resilient bunch. We always a resilient group. I'm pretty sure other, you know, cultures have been, you know, resilient. But listen, I only been one. And I only know of one. So I'm only talk about my experience and the history that, you know, that my shades say. Yeah, we've been through some stuff. And stuff that we done been through, we still gotta go through stuff today. So yes, Kendrick is gonna be that one to do stuff like that because he is gonna be the one to push that envelope. He is gonna be the one to call somebody a PDF.
Certified. I'm on them tough.
You know what I'm saying? So he is gonna have that, you know, that type of understanding of, is you really about to do it? You know what I'm saying? He understand that. all the different parts of imagery that he gave in front of 4-5 that was in the building.
The revolution about to be televised. You picked the right time, but the wrong guy.
That everybody want to be scared of and stuff like that. The NFL picked up the end racism of the end zone, like. So yeah, I didn't want to get too deep. I just wanted to show appreciation to Kendrick and thank him for putting on a fabulous show. It left everybody in this, quandary of questions of, what everything meant as far as like the symbolism and, and the undertones.
That's what America wants. Nice and calm. You're almost there. Don't mess this.
Oh no.
And as always, I felt like he did his thing. He is a person that does that. He speaks through his art, from what he wears, to his hair, to his sound, to his album covers, to everything about Kendrick. It shows that he puts real, genuine thought and passion into what he's doing. And that's why he is one of them GOATs. And because he does take the time to say, you know what? I can give a fuck about being canceled. I give a fuck about what you think of me. I'm going to speak my truth. And not only speak my truth, I'm going to show it too. He got the Crips and Bloods, you know what I'm saying, doing it, coming together and shit like that.
Unity from east side of motherfucking LA, Crips, Bloods, Power Rules. This shit is special, man.
That's different. You know what I'm saying? That's a different type of individual. And I'm not saying that no other people are not capable of doing that, but Kendrick is a special individual that's been placed on this earth to do some shit. Y'all ain't gotta like him, but he do look like you. So respect the man for what the fuck he doing. Don't take some halftime show and try to strip that man of his whole career of the music that he's given to us. The moment that he's given to us. He make us feel like, be proud to be black. Be proud of your blackness. Stay true to your blackness. You ain't got to switch up. You ain't got to fake no influence. We are the influence. Is he really about to do it?
You really about to do it? 40 acres in the mule. This is bigger than the music.
You hear me? So get that man his flowers. Get that man his flowers. We all work through stuff. Did that show come at the expense of another black man? Because, I mean, let's call a spade a spade. His pops. So, let's just leave that right there. We understand that. But he know what he did. He know his place in this. And
hey, I'm tripping, I'm sliding, I'm riding through the back like
he gotta come with it. He gotta, he out here with the smoke vests and stuff like that. Like, okay, but you shot and missed or something like that. Like subliminals and stuff like, man. Come on, man. Then y'all here with the turquoise boots.
You know it's pod day. 99 niggas done jumped on your ass. You out smoking hookah and turquoise boots. Don't post me.
Looking like you going to a Western in the sea. Like, I don't know, man. The only thing you can do, because I'm still listening to your music, both of them, early. But just continue to make good music, man, and just leave this, just the beat stuff alone, bro. Because he clearly said it's game over, bro.
Turn this TV off. Turn this.
So that's just kind of just keep on with your career, man. Raise your son, raise your other kid if you got him out there, and just continue to drop music. Do what you love to do, dog. You ain't got to keep walking up this tree. It's done for. Beef, cook, serve, ate. No crumbs. Luka debuted it against the Utah Jazz. Luka versus the Jazz. Lakers played the Jazz. It was a great game, actually. It was the first game. Brown let Luka come out, be called last.
And the other guard there is number 77. 6'7".
It's a lot of emotion, but it was an overall good game. Even though they was playing, Utah, and it was at one point up by like 20, 30 points. It was crazy. It was still good to see Luka come out and play along with LeBron, Austin Reeves, Rui, see how he fit, and kind of get an idea of what this team is going to potentially look like going further with a little bit of time and some chemistry. Luka came out. You can tell he was a little bit, I wouldn't say timid, but nervous, just kind of getting his flow in. But it was his first game back in 6 weeks. You take 6 weeks off from something and try to come back, especially playing NBA level basketball. So that was fully understandable. But he did get some shots up. I think his first shot made was either a layup or a three. But he played 24 minutes. I think he was on. I don't think he was on a minutes restriction. They do have him on about 30 minutes or so. Just getting his legs back, and of course dealing with that calf. And as we've all seen over these years, that calf, they say that without talking about the other piece. So, but you don't want to speculate with that, and they say calf, so you're gonna try to just work through that. He played 24 minutes, 14 points, 5 rebounds. One was offensive. I think he got layup off that one. 4 assists, which, he on dime now. Plus 15, plus or minus. That's awesome. That's great for your first game. Only had 1 turnover. And Luka is turnover prone, but that shows you how much that he had the ball in his hands. He was 3 from 3 from the free throw line, so he was a little bit aggressive. So LeBron did take most of the onus of the game. He played 29 minutes, had scored 24 points, 7 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block, plus 7 turnovers. But he had a plus of 24, plus or minus. That's a typical LeBron night. 7 rebounds, 8 assists, crazy. That's just what LeBron is right now. But he had most of the control on the game. So you can tell that Luka was just trying to find his way in. LeBron was trying to help him. Of course, LeBron been one, if not the smartest player to play basketball. But understanding this is his first game, and I'm going to go ahead and get this stuff started. Rui chipped in, had 21 with 6 rebounds. You had Jackson Hayes with, he played 23 minutes. He scored 12 points, had 2 rebounds, 3 steals, 1 block. He had a plus 12. That's awesome. Jackson Hayes played with the Pelicans. So, of course, I've seen him before. And he has the potential to just be a good energy player come off the bench. I think he will be now. Since they got Lynn. Austin Reeves, 32 minutes, 22 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. 7 of 7 from the free throw line. 6 of 10 from the field. That's why people feel like Dallas got swindled when it comes to players, or the NBA feel like, because Austin Reeves got to stay alongside LeBron and Luka. Crazy, but that's for the future, because Luka and Austin in that backcourt. Vicious. Austin already could shoot. We saw that kind of first coming out. What people didn't see was when Austin started getting his bag. I'm talking dribble package. I'm talking layup. I'm talking layup package. Finishing at the rim. Like, Austin got a bag now. He got a bag. And they did sign him to a long term. I was afraid they was going to trade him at one point, but he too valuable. Way too valuable. And he can play off ball because he do it already with Bron. It's just Bron, when they on the court, Austin just has the ball majority more of the time because, he know how to really do his thing as a point guard. Like, dude nice. Austin really nice. He really a key piece for the Lakers to do anything this year and going into the future. But him and Luka going forward, when LeBron decide to let the crown down, that's gonna be some like Austin dropped. He had 4 assists, but he had 9 rebounds, 3 offensive. Dude does everything, legit. Luka on the night out, he dropped out. He got out of bed and rolled into the ring. He gave you 14, 5, and 4. And 4 assists. So them made baskets. So if you just say that he assisted on 4 2-pointers, that's 8 points. So you add that to a score between 2. You still got like a below average. Not even say below average Luka, but an average Luka. Not even average. That was below average. But we understood, and he still gave you that. And the Lakers put up 132 points. So they look good. They look awesome. My takeaways was Jackson Hayes needs to step up. I know they're going to be looking to get, another big. I think we got, Lynn. So I definitely understand. But Jackson Hayes is that person this is his time to step into that role of, like, people want to take you serious and not just see you as some, tall, funny guy. But the energy he was playing with, the blocks, he got 1 block, but it was a nice block. 2 steals, 3 steals, because people were trying to pick on him, throwing in the paint, and he had 2 assists, bro. Like, step that up, bro. You got the potential to be one of these rising stars, one of these stars in the league, bright young stars in the league. Not exactly an all-star, but definitely somebody who can be taken a little more serious. You got traded from the Pelicans. I know it's kind of, hard there, playing time and injuries and stuff like that, but now you're playing a little in L.A. They got the bright lights now. But I believe that LA staff and the way they develop their players is really nice. Like, look at Austin Reeves. He's thriving right now. Thriving. Rui came in from Washington, and now he over here giving you 21 and 6 with 2 blocks, plus 16, plus or minus. Only 1 turnover, 8 of 14 from the field, 3 of 6 from the 3. I ain't even mention Austin Reeves was 3 of 5 from 3. I told you, boy, shoot. Luka was 1 of 7. You was not about to see that. You was not about to see that going forward. Not about to happen. Rui was 3 of 6. Brown 3 of 7. They got shooters, size. Like, Lakers really looking like something right now. Jackson Hayes stepped his game up. You ain't got to score 12 points, but if you give 12 to 15 a night, with them, need more rebounds. You had 2. Let's go ahead and get more aggressive. So we pumped them rebounds up to about 4, 5. You got the 2 assists. Okay, that's cool. 3 steals. So your hands always moving. We like that. You in the game. 1 block. You get that block. You get that to 1 block. You get to that 2.5 blocks and steals a game. The Lakers being found something else. And once he started taking his shots, because I seen it was some times in the game where he got the ball and he on like the elbow free throw line. You know what I mean? And I'm like, shoot the ball. He just turned around looking for LeBron, looking for somebody to pass it to. Looking for Austin, looking for Luka. I'm just like, son, take this dude. You got the lane. You know what I'm saying? Stand your ground. You know what I'm saying? Hit him with a little You feel me? Get you some dribbles and then like, come on, son. Like, get in your bag. Get in that bag, dog. This your time. The Lakers need bigs. They signed one, but you still in that rotation. You a valuable piece. Step it up. And I'm telling you, you add more to this team, you get this team 15-4, 2-3 assists on a nightly basis. Hey now. So that was my takeaway. One of them, my next one was Luka assists are going to go up. Because my God, the Lakers shoot threes. My God. I think total they shot 43s. LeBron took 7. Rui took 6. That's 13. Austin took 5. That's 18. Finney took 3. That's 21. Luka took 7. That's 28. Goodwin took 2. That's 30. Gabe Vincent took 8 of them. That's 38. Vando took 1. 39. Shake took 2. I don't know what Shake out here doing. 31. Markeith took 1. 32. 42. Yeah, my math wasn't mathing. But yeah, I was right. 42. They were 15 to 42, the Lakers. It ain't the best percentage. You're going to take that many threes, you need to at least make about 20 of them. But yeah, these boys gonna shoot. Like I said, I don't know what the hell Shake doing. He only played 8 minutes with 2 points and 1 rebound and 1 assist. Boys are minus 14. Son, they did not trade for you for this. They might have. They just might have, because Finney Smith is the one that they really wanted, and he was 0 for 3. He still at least gave you 4 points and 4 rebounds with a 1 assist, 2 steals. The boy had a 13 plus or minus scoring 4 points. Shake Milton. Boy, you looking like Shake Melton. Farm. You ain't shaking shit. SM Shake missing. Like, what is you doing? They traded you over here doing this. Markeith gave you 6 minutes and gave you 1 bucket. Boy had 1-on-1 and his only shot was a 3-point, and he made it. He was a -8 because he had a personal foul. We know we know what we getting, but that boy also had 2 assists. Shake, come on, son. Shake something. Make something shake. Oh man, out here looking like a frosty. So, but Luka numbers assist numbers will go up. I believe he's going to start. He gave you 4 tonight on a low night. So he about to start giving you about 7, 8 of them things. Could be double digits depending on how Jackson Hayes start playing, because Luka likes a big he can throw some lobs to. They got Lynn. We'll see how that goes. See if he can catch some lobs from Luka. But for the most part, Luka loves to pass the ball. If you make him pass the ball, he has no problem. 0 problem. He playing with DFS. He play with the company. He just love to dish. Luka would be out there just. Slovenian globetrotter. Like Luka out there be dishing. So those assists would definitely come up. So you talking this man about to start giving you about in between 25 and 30 points a night, in between 5 and 7 assists a night, which with 5 rebounds, because of all the other activity, he might try to park it under to try to get a little rest. So it might bump up to about 6 and 7. Luka will be almost flirting with a triple-double averaging, so he'll be like another Jokic. Crazy. Rui can shoot. Austin be hitting. They got DFS. Dorian Finney-Smith. Goodwin, who's stepping up. He got some role. I believe he was playing a little bit in the G. But he was 8 for 11. 1 or 2 from 3. Gabe, if he can stay healthy, he gave you 3 or 8. That's good. He gave you 11 points, 4 assists, 17 plus or minus. They only had 1 foul. Anyway, he went 4 of 9 from the field with 3 of 8 from 3. That's damn good. I mean, majority of the shots came from the 3, and he was making majority of them because he got 3, so that's 9. So his other 2 points came from obviously inside. So Vando, he shot 1 3, but you ain't really count on him making no threes. Shake, that's the son. You supposed to be the you supposed to be coming off the bench on the second team, and you supposed to be coming in doing your thing. This is your time to shine. Don't come with that Philly stuff out here, man. Yeah, Marky Morris, he hits you with 1 3, but Christian Wood, Kleber, Noah Cam Reddish, and Connect. Watch when Connect start playing. The 3 ball is going to be of the utmost importance for the Lakers because it can get ugly. Even with Lynn, it can get ugly. It can get sticky. They're gonna need to make some 3. Like I said, that 15 or 42 not gonna cut it. It won't cut it, not at all. No sirree. Lakers need to be hitting in between 20 to 25 threes a night. And that'll come up because Luka he shot 7 of them. So of that 42, he could have hit some. So if he hit 4 of those, you had 19 of 42. Same way you want to be, but that's still pretty. Okay, that's doable. That's a lot of shots. So let's just say take about a whole number at 40 and half of them at 20. You go 20 or 40. You was 50% from 3 as a team. That's very fucking solid. So 42 when you get 19 of them, you had 132 points. So yeah, it was still a lot of points. But that 15 go to you put in Lucas. Brown was only 3 of 7. I mean, 3 is about what he hits. 7 free 3 points. That is a lot for him. He normally likes to be around like that 4 or 5. But when Brown start feeling it, start shooting that little fucking three.
On each, even more impressive than his. Logo ball. LeBron for three. Near the logo.
Nothing you can do. He's gonna take them. Rui, he was 3 of 6, so he's already 50%. But you shoot, if you shoot 5 and make 4, like team pretty. And Austin Reed was 3 of 5. Like people need to understand that the Lakers have a possibility of making a run in the playoffs. You see him in the Western Conference Finals. The only thing about Jokic is let him go. You see what happened with everybody else. Let him go. Denver don't look the same. You're dealing with OKC, which is a young team, so you can probably take a little bit of advantage of him. Hartenstein is a pretty good player, and Shatter be coming back. The Rockets with Şengün and Jalen Green, A-Man Thompson, like, A-Man, hey.
Baller, man. He's getting to it. I think last few games, he's had about 15, 16 rebounds, man. He's athletic. He plays on both ends on the floor. He's definitely probably one of the best defenders.
Amen. The brother's a baller. So, outside of that, in the West, the West ain't. You got Phoenix, but they rely on their shoot. The East got some, but it's only a few teams. You got the Cavs in Boston. Philly ain't looking like nothing. Miami being Miami. What, Atlanta? No. So, right now, it's only about, 5 to 8 good teams in the league right now. So, the Lakers have a real solid chance to really make a run. And when they get in the playoffs, you understand what's going on. And, of course, it's going to fall on the backs of Luka and LeBron. But is that a winning recipe for the opponent if you facing the Lakers? Is this what you want? Do you really want Luka to go? Do you really want playoff Luka? Blend it in with a playoff LeBron or aged LeBron.
Murray, knockaround. 3-on-0. It's jammed. Green by Jokic. Knocked away by LeBron. The steal. The drive. LeBron.
Meaning that wisdom that he don't have to do like he did last 2 seasons where he got to go in these games scoring 30, 40. You don't have to do all that. You got Luka now. Austin Reeves leveling up. Rui, because Rui be a little, he be a little spacey sometimes. But when Rui is on. I'm talking about hibachi.
Let him cook now. Let him cook. I said let him cook.
Yo. Brain Jackson Hayes alone, and DFS start to get his feet under him. Then you still got Jonathan Goodwin. They gon' keep him up. They gonna keep giving him some minutes. He coming in off the bench, giving you some pretty solid numbers. 22 minutes with 17 and 8, 3 being offensive rebounds, 1 assist and 2 steals. He had a 1 personal foul. I don't see why he didn't have he had 0 plus or minus. That's awkward. And it was 1 and 2 from 3. That's solid coming off the bench. That is solid. Solid. And so that means once Luka go to the bench, I have somebody that can come in, control a little bit of I don't say control of it off because he only had 1 assist, but who can come in and give him some scoring. So, Shake, yeah, bruh, you a part of that. Gabe, Gabe comes in with the starters and plays on the bench, but like this bench does what it need to do. Vando, you continue to come along because I know last couple, you just has been healthy, but you didn't give no points, but you did get 2 rebounds. You got an assist. You had a plus or minus of 4 with 1 turnover and 1 personal foul. 0 for 3. Again, I don't get it. Goodwin dropped 17 and 8 and has 0 plus or minus, and Vando gets in and gets a +4. Anyway, you see what the stats say. And the stats say the starters are going to be fine. The bench players step their roles up. You're looking at something dangerous because OKC like to shoot. They could defend, but they like to shoot. So that just gives me the look of basically like Boston in the West. Because Boston like to shoot. And they can defend. But when Boston ain't hitting, them threes ain't going down. Yeah, it's start getting ugly with them. So that's how I see OKC. So Lakers got a real shot to keep that 3-ball up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that does it for another edition of GTV. Eagles versus Chiefs. Congrats to the Eagles being the Super Bowl champion. Congrats to Jalen Hurts for being Super Bowl MVP, playing ahead of the game. Shout out to the SU band. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar and the halftime show. Luka debuts with the Lakers, and they win against the Utah Jazz 132-113. Luka had 14 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Thank you for joining another edition of GTV. Y'all be safe out. Y'all be safe. Stay dangerous. As always, stay rooted. Geff out.